Sayana Yahweh. Sayana way. Sayana way. Africa rise, yo. Every 4 years, the politicians say he's your servant today. After you vote for them, they metamorphose into your masters. I say, have your say, we'll have our way, yeah. Not no strange, it's cow demon crosses. Meanwhile, souls are dying from causes that could be prevented. If we did have leaders who cared for us today. Sayana Yahweh. Sayana way. Sayana way.
Never ever just a little bit longer. Victory is near, they're gonna disappear, go under. Leaders them no care, never tend to share. Babylon quit, the shedding of blood. Your heart a go suffer if you show no love. Stay away, consciousness. What we call the nation if for no righteousness. Cause like some the children left.
I pray for the future generations not to give up this. I pray for the children of tomorrow not to sell out their birthright. Cause when I look afar, I see the strangers eating up your food. Another form of slavery is coming here again. And that's why people are dying from causes that could be prevented. Oh yes, we do need some better leadership today. Sayana Yahweh. Sayana way. Sayana way. Africa rise, yo. Don't be as the day breaks, I see my people rising up again, shaking off all the shackles. I see my people shaking off those chains. The lion with the mane, blood of the slain will never be in vain.
Never.
No. I don't want to see no more people dying from causes that can be prevented.
No more
bring that better leadership today.
I pray.
Sayana Yahweh. Sayana
What are you up to?
Sitting here meditating and pondering on the ways of the world today. Thinking of my people Africa and the state of the continent today. How mothers fed their children today. As granny goes down on her knees every day and prays. How many souls are dying from causes that could be prevented? If we did have leaders who cared for us today. Oh, 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 oh. Zion and Yahweh. Zion away. Zion away. Africa rise, yo. Every 4 years, the politician say he's your servant today. After you vote for them, they metamorphose into your masters. I say, have your say, we'll have our way.
Oh, yeah.
Not no strange, it's cloudy.
Okay, I'm wakwaba edeba radio culture abon online pepepe ene eyekosiada na se no online bonus yetnasia na se yede abrabomu anasa amano ni semu aba ya kan say amanyosem de fa abrabo no ho de fa o man ga na ho nyina no ye de ba besom ene me tra akonya kasie mu e de ama me ankasa me brapani kwasi baako ene wetia ne chi kakra enti akonwa no na ma betena mu a ene ye di djuma gidigidi no sa me dike kai no utie radio culture na me production team so aye ready pepepe na omu nyina ebo me chi dom papa me MPR ne camera omu nyina ye djuma de mayen se de tie no se de me kai no ene ye be straightforward because of say ebre no edi kan adwane agya ye nti ne ene ye nkomo bebrebe di no dodo na be gina CJ ana say Chief Justice a ene ne nsem atiate se e wo man ga na mba bia ofa ba bia sa na ekọ no pepepe ene ye sisi ekina ye sisi ene ye ni penifo be di nkomo na ya domu sukopa ne ehun se hwan na all the right thing is it the government or the CJ ono no o criticize government so criticize no say why na all kind of petitioners so a omo so de omo nsem ama ene akwakoye se esi eyi no efri na djuma so no omu nyina so o criticize bi mu se enye no kre ensem omo de ato no so nyina na enye no kre na ye behwe se ye no kre ana se enye no kre ede na mra no ka mra no ka ne sen se de petitioners no atwere no eye sa pepepe sa na ewo se ye hwe na yetumi ye ma no ana se ebia na enioma ankoyi obi beka se ye mpenasem enipa bi na mpenasem nti na omo chichire nsem na bede omo de abo no kon ho dendende sa na mom ene ye kwa mpenifo ho a ene obedi nkomo pa ne ahwe se ye obi na etan no obi na mpen ho na asem ana se sadie mra no se no sa ene ewo se ye de se because oh my God na mu ye de mra na ye adwuma ye mra kunini ye constitution no eno ene ye de adwuma na constitution so ewo provisions bebree sections bia ni dwumadi edi enti ye bekwa akohwe se CJ removers no eno so ehun constitution nsem na tisen omu gina papa so na omu kan anase eno anso ombo omu tim na ana omu so omu yi na afiri akonwa so ni nyina no ye bekwa akohwe se eyemra kwan so anase enyemra kwan so pepepe me kai se etwagu Facebook live radio culture na USA enso bebe wo bia yenso ye wo USA ho na Ghana ye wo na kire se ye wo USA ne wo Ghana dia e kire se ye wo the whole world sa na mpese mi kire enti eno aso be ko social media no so na wabo no wabo ashem se radio culture in fact be bia na edem ye programs ahodo entertainment arena nyina wo mu a ye de bre oba sabre a madrusu de amano ne nsem na ye de bedi agro eti breaking news ne ye twa break aba ye twa ye ho aba ye ba na ye de aka no aba beto aso medika ka cho se bre no etia ye bebre
Since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products
Ghana's best kept culinary secret.
Since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products are available on Walmart.com and Shopify, or visit our website at chrismark.com.
Ghana's best kept culinary secret.
ahwefo ye momakwaba se mwanya bre atwen ama yakwakoje nkrato de aba na ye to adwumedie no so se de meka kire mo no aha ye me ankasa me bra pani meka se ne na metena mu ama no wakokwa kopie ewo manhia fikasie mu na ohene bi a ofri Switzerland wonkuo bi a wofra won Eswatini ho wone ne ohempopon pa wo ho a ene wotu ne nan ede aba asantemam abachia ye na Otumfuo Osei Tutu aba bio na sa ehun sensem no ye ne mebra pani ekọ na ye ne no akodi enkomo na CJ okay, aha, fidie ne de adwumanti no na nka wo sinka ye ne yembra penny or Heneba Kwame and an ayedin como a fast seasons and seminal and snow ye cut ye bo and no teuna ye we are yako and him so na said a mecano or Heneba Kwame or Homanswa and no betching como Edia fa CJ and I say Chief Justice abind the kind free 22nd of April na abind Eddie Krataba Senka Oyenkin Chen a Juma so kakra and nam and conforbi petition and as and Krata were traded by Efan Juma Yehun my Ghana say Chief Justice no and into or my penica say and ye on fat ne Juma to Wakakra na yen shushimu we are said ye baby ana afe wasan aba befane Juma. Now when and sembe bre apeja pejanemu sa and sensemi one minority for NTS and a majority for so NTS ebi mu kire say as a yewura John Dramani mama as a ompe maame na asem anase opese odiye politics said ye be ya obenya kwan etimi aye a manipulative system no that is why what ebi mu kan ana ebi mu so kire say eyemra sa na mra na kire say bibi ekoso sa bia no e wo say o mampene de nansi form na o man bre no tena kire kakra na afi owi a enti okay no kwasi baako no aba say na meka no ye network ni ti say saka ye wura kwasi baako a say ye ne be kasa efri menhia fikasie mu okay eti era akwaba
What's going on? Production team, put your acts together. Put your acts together, production team. I'm not the guest. I am not the guest. Put your act together. Thank you.
Since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products
Ghana's best kept culinary secret.
Since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products are available on Walmart.com and Shopify, or visit our website at chrismark.com.
kept culinary secret.
Okay, Mwakwaba, ba radio culture, so ena yatenasi ya de jumedi ebro no edi ameje so no Ghost and Capital so de meka no me first guest ewo ahoma no so a ene me ne no ebidi nkomo afa CJ nsensemi ho na me question me bebisa no ye nyina ye sua ade afa ho ne ye hu se hwan ena odi mra ye adwuma ena hwan so na onfa mra nya adwuma ko CJ se aban no mfa mra nya adwuma aban so se CJ so mfa adwuma nya mranya adwuma eti yakọ ewura ode ne ho kwame nchen na ene na akwa akokasa hello obenikase network no enhyeda emwaye network ni enhyeda mwaye eti se da me ka no me bra pani a metena mu ma no wa homa no so nti aja ono so ombre mu na aha okay eti yakọ CJ nju nsensemi ho a nipa ye ne bedi nkomo no se ye network ne emwaye nenso ma me mbobọ nsem so ema mo waba aha production so waba enti hello ora kwame okay aka umbie wo mic ne maye yewura kwame ase wa mute wo mic no so wa mute
Yeah,
mic
hello,
it is
yeah, yes, after the meeting.
that's good that's yes yete wonka akwaba
Eja.
okay yɛda nyame ase sɛ yɛda wase nso sɛ woagye yɛn so na watie yɛn awia yi yɛahwɛfoɔ ayɛ ready ɔmo pɛ sɛ wode yɛnkɔ school kakra ɛfa chief justice nsɛnsɛm a atetesie bɛyɛ sɛ 2 months nie a na aban sɛ nka wɔntwentwɛn n'adwuma so kakra ɛnam letters a anaasɛ petitions bi a ɔmode abrɛ no ɔde abɛto ɔmampanin anim no bebree esusu sɛ saa adeɛ yi a ɔmampanin ayɛ no wanyɛ ne yie eti anka ɔma chief justice nyɛ n'adwuma ɛyɛ saa anaasɛ deɛ ɔmampanin yɛ no ɛyɛ no ano.
Yo, wei deɛ menkyia wo ne ahwɛfo nyinaa ne atiefoɔ. Ɛsiane sɛ mewɔ very tight engagement a meyɛ ɛnyɛ wei justice koraa na ɛkyɛ papa na matumi adwene mu nti mɛdwene mo briefly make me point briefly then I have to exit and go and attend to other very most pressing issues. Near President Mahama yeah throughout this process of Chief Justice I mean petition hearing and subsequent signing of warrant order to allow the suspension. When it be anymore, President Mahama are demonstrating absolute fidelity to the law. So the constitution no more. Article 1 clause 2 says that the constitution remains the grand norm, the supreme law of Ghana. And Brabiana are inconsistent with the constitution to be declared null and void. President Mahama, I receive a petition no. Which Article 146 clause 10. Eka say Oman Penibia receive a petition say Yen Chief Justice Bia or Wakwanya say Oba sign under warrant. Na Chief Justice no entry no hon sign because e bika fra we ohini na se ho abafia e o se be yenhwehwemu a wontimi nsan di wahini a ye yenhwehwemu e o so twe ho sign na omo ye nhwehwemu no omo yenhwehwemu na ho so a na e de wate na de asu biom omo yenhwehwemu na ho abafia na asotwe ho na e de amawo President Mahama nye boni bia ye e na petition a ye kan wansam ikura yi eye MPP emre so na do mre so na Ghana for timamfo. So also again, we constitution no more article 125 clause 1 says that the sovereignty it says that justice emanates from the people. Okay, and it shall be administered.
Me say your network ne ha kakra. It's ama kasa.
Hello.
Okay, Mejidi say as a waba ntiyenko.
Yeah, so now I was saying that Article 125 established that justice emanates from the people, and the justice shall be administered in the interest of the people. And just a Ghana for now, justice emanates from them. Okay, I say, the kind of justice you are administering, it is more in our interest. And the constitution also says that the sovereignty of Ghana resides in the people. And the Ghana for now, sovereign or more or minus sovereignty. Ghana for now constitution is say administer justice in their interest. And some go for that no say justice now what administer no, they are not interested in it. They are not, they don't, you are not doing it in their interest. And for that matter, they brought a petition. Say, yeah, in Shishemu 102 bina ye wedi. Then now don't go for the receive a petition. No. President Mahama, the only thing President Mahama is doing is he is continuing to execute what Nanado started and couldn't finish. Yeba office no petition here I receive the process I had to suspend justice get to talk or no. Akufo-Addo started here. President Mahama is only continuing what Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has started. And again, so we share constitution more article 35 clause 7. I say, so abandada started programs and projects be as far as practicable and reasonable no. Aban from the bar or metwaso. And the anything out to Muslim before so Akufo-Addo ya agenda 111 yenko wie. Akufo-Addo ye ekwan yenko wie. Akufo-Addo asi was speak. Inti sa Akufo-Addo ye agenda 111. Na some person agenda 111 ye metwaso ni wie a. And then Akufo-Addo person e just so kono adia and them person entwaso na ye mano. So President Mahama has not breached any law. President Mahama has demonstrated absolute fidelity and justice to the law. It is just a populist, engagement to court public sympathy, which unfortunately she didn't get. And into no media or a senior lawyer, Onimuse in legal practice, so who assem. Na say person will channel asema, you should know where to go and channel the issue. Say office Ghana court, Ghana kangaroo system na office you operate here. I see your International Court of Human Rights or African Union, ECOWAS. There are other international courts that she can go and fight her human rights. But as far as judicial discretion is there, she must not decide how they should try her. She must not decide say venue when na me say e come asem say because I say timamufo Ghana ni bia wonya asem na say una opese who decide say ha na entry wa say me ode no nkwa me o oti say na me nya asem na say e si edi masem no Supreme Court a say beti maka say mumfa mu to Supreme Court ni free akra oti na mo be di masem o. So you don't she does not have the right to decide where her case should be heard as far as reasonable and yes.
Why are there who church and say mupa na opini ayetine nkai Dr. Odene ho Kwame Abraham Boafo or Deputy Secretary Oti Edema Oti Region NDC esa ojina mu ama NDC amanyoku no ana o chiremu na opini question na maybe sa one say we nyina se ewu sika say yemra kwan so de a ene edi enti ena still minority for empese omubeji adinedi. Is it not written? Is it not a constitutional bound? Sanka omubekwa akokenkan no matiase straightforward. And I say adie bi atinchim no kakra omuntiase enti ana.
Yo, Aja, we are looking at the emerging trends of GTech directives and other things. You know, me doctor no, it is 100 and I have not pursued a PhD. And into no doctor, I want to set a record straight. This is a big pop.
Okay. And network no any a deeper but yeah try say you be to me. Okay. Okay, it's no menya me senior man no enti senior man ankasa Yes, Mr. Kwesi Bakwa, and I made Tinem Wamano, and they didn't come kakra. Openly, and someone, you are Kwame Airkane. I don't know who say.
Well, you enjoy my experts, no more can right? I'm sure personally, be at least understands what's going on. Maybe personal view, need there, but person can expect about we then I will give my personal view. It's enjoy more expert no. Me someone saying on the back. It's only needing common at the tail end of the discussion, no.
All right, let's
nice to see you again.
All right, thank you. It's a 2 minute cantem ako inra Kwame Hona Watwaso. Open a uncle.
I know basically no, President Mahama no on form Rabia minority of parliament. Omuni mu say is omono it's high time I was MPs no who say to Obama now we a member of parliament. You don't just represent your political party, you represent a group of people. And just a national discourse people crab banner say you deserve to speak to it nationalistically. You wouldn't politics, no. Minority will always want to speak against anything majority is for. But the question is, I think you're marking our lawyer near over 10 years standing experience at the bar. No? Can they couldn't pinpoint to a single error, constitutional breacher, President Mahama. They couldn't pinpoint to so, and at least mobile also President Mahama Article 146 clause 10, which you invoke to sign a warrant order. No, why breaching? No, they couldn't say that. They could have said to President Mahama, Article 1 clause 1, which says that the sovereignty of Ghana resides in the people. You didn't exercise it well. They could have come to say Article 296, which says that states, people with state authority should exercise their discretion reasonably. They couldn't come and say, so President Mahama, discretion or exercise, you went on a reasonable ground. There was nothing reasonable for them to come and say.
I have network. It was
law is the law. When speak for just for them, record straight there. A committee and a commissioner engage on alleged allegations against the Chief Justice. No, it is also not a chamber for populism. It is not a chamber for mercy. Say committee in your ejuma, and Justice Tokono must understand that in an era where judicial discretion is absolute, or no that she must not deserve to say I do law jana, banahini law jana, or didn't hold law jana on trial. But be a committee no, they feel conducive, they feel appropriate, they feel much okay to us to try her or no try no. Or no, just CJ Tokono. Ultimately, now though the one she was the CJ, said she used the political discretion to decide to say, case we know Yarula Tia way, Yarula my way. We have adjourning to this day, we have adjourning to that.
Network no what and I'm saying network na jemu na nka question bi na me be bisa no say said ye yesi kan ma me ne ka say aseye omo tete no omo ma na busuafo e ma no ho court hearings baby obeko bi aya na say ono nko an no mako campo no baby eti na nka omo si omama na imo shi na chese ya ma ne ho chi ne pa eno na nka pese bi bisa opini he say eyamra kwan so ana say eyamra kwan so but say we're free ahoma no so yeah wasugusu a u share and I say utie radio culture na mebra penny so no na ye bo adwuma ye kwasi baako enyina na ye adwuma no enti ye bedi nkomo kakra afa say adwuma de hum ba we ni de aye so critical o ka so person ka expert no awiansa but ono so I think see network no mboayen network no mboayen na mum na so ye behwe se ye benya no enche enche bia no obesan aba ahoma no so na ya toa dwumadie no so na se de na me se ka no ma me ne se ye tete no no ho papa no aha ne ho papa no pa ne ho chi ba bi obekọ bi a wono nko a ye ma ne pere na busuafo anase nka wakọ de na nka ebia nkonfo gina ho no se se omo de ne ko she inside baby kra sa na ne nje enti wo de aba betu dwa se nka de omo ye no emboa no osan ka se ose John Domani Mahama pese oyi ni firi ho na otimi nya kwan na se de be ye de nka opese oye no amambuo no mu no afi oye a obehu se wono ade ne nkromfo na eba atemmuadwa na nim se de be ya oye bibia omuntumi nka enti na omo pese omu yi ni firi ho no but one de wase on resign china se pass all the resignation letter be called the only answer because ono one ya de a obe commit na ho because onim the consequence behind sa ade na omo pese or resign ntinya de a obeye de biara da aha eti se de me kan answer na ye twen se omra na ye ntoa sa nkomo no so no enkomo bebre ho se de misika ye wo ohene na oba Ghana waba be chia Otumfuo no eno so ehun nsem wo ho bebre a ye beka ena fe so MPP early primaries o mani abro mo pese omo ehihye ena afi ehun watimi wakame no ena so ni nyina owura John Ajekum Kufuor ono so edi nano etu mu bia okasa bi na o kire mu se osi MPP fo efri 2016 eba omunya we na omunkan hu se Ghanaian electorate omu se omani ate omani ate they have matured sa na okan ye say you can't deceive them enti die enti na papa ikasa asemi se say ohun se die MPP fo ye no ase omo ye adango dada adu bi ti no onu ohun se sa omana mo na omoto so oman sesa omadwene a ene Ghana for voters omo mutu aba no enti se kane ni biemu a udi bibi be kata omo ani biemu no se omo ani da ho omo bi omo ani afi omo ani fen na omo hwe enti ade bi a wo ye no enye wadwen se aha ye Ashanti region eye den a ye beto ama me aha ye voter eye den beto ama osisi Ghana for abato omo mutu aba no omo anyini pa omo adosuko abato mu a sisi enkoye se aha ye mafunuma etwa mafunuma wa ha eti MPP for hwe no omo ntutu omo anamo yie enye omo adwuma yie pa aha eti me come bra ho se me bra ye ready a na nka ya di we no ho komo kakra onye ready aha ti me bra penin ye ready eti no se de me ka no o se Ghanaian electorate are now matured eti you can't deceive them eti MPP for ensure omo sapomu nsuo se enti sa o se how come say MPP ananka omo wodom na ende omo so te to this extent ono kro wadwene ho a onti ase de biara da aha eti no wadwene ho a onti ase enti ma wo frɛ wo ene ede nsɛm to omanim to biafo omo ye omo pray for primaries ni nyina se ajubro monka makoma ntom yem na eye den a enipa ba akopɛ na ye beto aba no ede ama no aha enipa ba akopɛ na beto aba ndi ama na se ye to ma na de beto ama no wona waka nyina emfa enigye na onta de wedi nkunim no so no mu nyina ema oman osunu kokuruko amanyoku ye twa ye ho aba aginkrato ye ba e beto aso.
Mmaa, since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products are available on Walmart.com and Shopify, or visit our website at chrismark.com.
Ghana's best kept culinary secret.
Since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products are available on Walmart.com and Shopify, or visit our website at chrismark.com.
Making healthy food choices are a daily challenge for most people. You see, the food you eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. Introducing the Green Health Pharmacy and Functional Medicine Clinic that gets to the root cause of your disease. We present to you the True Green Foods brand that allows you to enjoy healthy food options without sacrificing the foods you love. True Green Foods have low-carb swallow options for fufu, banku, tuozafi, eba, kenke, amala, and semovita. Good tasting and supremely delicious without compromising blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, weight management goals, and all diseases that one may be battling with. They also have a low-carb replacement for oatmeal, grits, and cream of wheat, which are highly dense in carbohydrates. Check out Alta Oats, Beta Oats, Clean Oats, as well as Kajma porridge and
Blood of the slain will never be in vain.
Never.
No. I don't want to see no more people dying. Zayana Yahweh. Whoa. Zayana Yahweh. Whoa. Zayana way. Whoa, Zayana Yahweh. Yo, listen, man. My name is Ja, beloved. You can call me Kwesi back when the occasion calls for it. You are watching iCulture TV. Keep it locked. iCulture TV. Africa. From African perspective.
Okay, it's yeah to adwumadi so yada wase se watwen ama ya twa ye ho e de aba ha radio culture na ye boy adwuma sa no yebra polos ba ko a ono no asimfosu anka ono na sabrinka oy hostu kuaye ho nsensem ne ade te se ya no wa educate ye pa wona wo ye fishes wona wo ye poultry ne fu ahodo ya na ode yenko school pa ene ye bejai dia aka no ama no na opani akwaba akwaba feri
Yeah.
na asimbo subo ko
Oh, nyame adoma. Yeho ye insure na talk akwasia atati.
okay also the wi abo ne chen as a Judas na o control wi ano hene wi ana no aye de wa na
Yeah, them insure talk because
hello network no yeah unka ora polo unka hello
yeah, hello.
Yes,
Hello.
hello, mpacho mete one.
Hello.
Hello, me de mete o kasa de. Oti me kasa. Too bad. Okay. Do I say yeah? Hello. I'm say your network no and share that MYS Euro Apollos back on Kana and Kawa to Adjumedi so efa Mwaye food full Juma Muni at the Adina and Kawa Church na Odien Aku school kakra but I think say your network no MY and cry MY but yeah try our best yeah say say to me I catch up it is oba ahoma no so a yeah obetoa ne nkyerɛkyerɛ no so ana obɛhyɛ ne nkyerɛkyerɛ no ase na wɔde akɔ okay anti yɛwura Apollos deɛ oni ahoma no so ɛm sɛ network no ɛkɔ but yɛtoa nkɔmmɔdidie no so na yɛanya officer ɔda ɔhwɛ saa enwuma yi ho paa sɛ yɛyɛ mboa yɛn sɛ fish ne mfuo yɛn ne ade no nti yɛbɛkɔ straight forward na yɛne no ogyina ahoma no so a ɛne ne bɛdi nkɔmmɔ Akwaba hello Akwaba o okay yɛte wo nka ɔpɛni apɔmbɔkɔ deɛ yɛda Nyankopɔn ase paa ɛnɛ yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ kakra afa yɛmfuo Ghana nipa mpa kuayɛ Ghana fo yɛmpa kua adwuma koraa ne nyinaa no sɛ yɛhu ne sɛ yɛka kua adwuma a yɛsɛ bi amakɔhyɛ afuom na madɔ no werɛ twitwa me a nti ama boys ne mpɛ nti kuayɛ adwuma no yɛwɔ no nkyekyɛmu sɛn yɛwɔ nkyekyɛmu bi wɔ mu anaa deɛ ɛbɛdi kan no ma yɛnkɔ no saa na afei deɛ aka ne ntoa so yɛwɔ nkyekyɛmu ɛwɔ kuayɛ mu anaa.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, you can mix it. You can combine with the English for us. Okay, thank you.
So, fish farming, aquaculture.
Okay.
Is the act of putting organisms that are within the water space in a confined space so that you can bring them up for the purpose of economic value addition and then for the food security in Ghana. So fish farming or aquaculture is an act of raising organisms within the water to increase our economic purposes. So fish farming, any place at all you can do fish farming. You can do fish farming provided you have your source of water. So it is very simple, very economical, but based on certain things that you need to put in place before. So very well, like you can do fish farming, and it's provided your source of water. It's okay. Okay.
All right. So fish farming, what started now? So obi pese oye fish farming. What are the process a nipa na be start and kwan be so na obefa so a obe start ankasa e wo fish farming.
Okay, so just like I indicated, fish farming opese oye fish farming if you opese oye nte look for where do you want to do it.
Okay,
that side location, what baby that is safe that you can do your fish farm. Then what type of fish do you want to do? That is another question. Tilapia and catfish. Both. We do a lot of aquaculture, but tilapia and catfish. And one what Ghana. Fine. It used to be tilapia known by Ghanaians, but now catfish is so in Ghana, so these are the two species that you can do. So you need to be sure. Now, after you have known the species that you want to do, which system, the holding facility, do you want to do earthen pond, tarpaulin, or concrete tank?
Okay.
These are the other. You can also do it in a cage. That is, if you have a large water bodies, you can have cages, but on the part of aquaculture, especially those of us in the interland, we use the tray system, that is the cage, the concrete system, the tarpaulin and that of the earthen pond. So depending on which one you want to go by. But if you want to go into tilapia, it is not advisable to do tarpaulin or even the concrete. You can do the concrete with tilapia, but that one will increase your cost of production. So,
concrete. But tilapia there. Okay. Okay. Enti say obi ye tilapia na on pese obe no concrete say you can say eno no ye cost and cost too much. What are the other best type? Is this any pane yes or delay with tilapia?
So opesa oye tilapia opesa oye ni it's good for you for those of us in the interland. Earthen pond is good because that one you don't change water, but the leftover feed and whatever that you are using to feed the fish, it goes into the natural environment. Okay. So whatever that is left will go into the bottom of the pond.
The pond.
Yes, so it wouldn't cause much pollution or reduce the oxygen level in the system. But if you do it in the tarpaulin or concrete, you have to provide aerators. Aerators that will be providing them oxygen all the time.
Okay.
For them to support. And with the aerators, you will need light to connect light so that you can provide aerators with them, and that will increase your cost. Okay. Again, concrete tank will be better because that one too algae will grow because tilapia are a bit herbivorous, so you can get algae in that. But if you are doing in tarpaulin, you cannot the algae in the tarpaulin. You will not have that in the tarpaulin system, and that will not support their growth very well.
Okay. Said the opinion Martin echeche no obeso kire say sa obeye empata a ye ka no tilapia tilapia ne dia eni nka obeye anka ye no pon na ya cement ase dia ya cement ase ndi tembia wo so sesa ensuo na ewu mu no nti ebe mo aboka kese ba se wo yusu dia enti sa ne de biane na wudi gumu no omudi ade ebe ka no esan beye organic manure eboa ma amoa na anyini nti ene de ni problem bia sa na opeso wo kire open says pepe. Does it? It's question I mean be sound say my year fish pond. My kwaji ebia fingerlings na be gum ama omu nyini. Esesa me pe eduro bi gum na me nim say ebia say de ye emboa amona na ya na ye wo mo mpane na if prevent you from ebia bacteria bi ni infection bi no fishes so ye obi bi sa na.
Okay. For fish, there are drugs or there are chemicals for treatment of fish.
Okay.
But I know involving a lot of calculations.
Calculations.
A lot of calculations. So
okay.
To our fishes officers, we don't advise using the chemicals because it involves calculation. You might overdose or underdose the fishes. And again, when these fishes take these chemicals, it accumulates. And it's people who are going to eat these fish after you have reared them. So you don't know how these chemicals accumulated in the fish will do in the system of human beings who are going to eat them. So we don't advise. We only give you advice that you go by strict conditions such that your fishes do not fall sick.
Okay, it's in
Quebec. We can use potassium permanganate. We can use other antibiotics to treat them. But that one, they involve a lot of calculation because they are inside water. You should know the volume of water in which the fishes are before you put a certain amount of chemicals for the fishes to be able to survive. But the challenge is that how much are you giving? And if they're able to keep those chemicals, then it transfers them to human beings, the eater or the fishes. You don't know what is going to happen. So we don't actually advise. We advise if you have a challenge, you just quickly change water.
Okay.
If you have a problem in your pond or in your system of culture, you quickly change water.
Okay.
Fishes do not necessarily die when they are hungry. They can die, but it's not
just simple.
They do not necessarily die when they are hungry. So one thing is that when you realize that your fish are having conditions, you stop feeding them and change the water.
Okay. Okay.
Then you wait when they are stable before you start to feed them again.
All right. It's in a case of changing the water. Emwano omuwo adenase ena ebia wadreni nsuo ni nyina say adwene ba bonten won de wo ye nsuo maboa say opie ba bonten na nsuo nka no ho a no odi some minutes bi ana say ye wo minute bi ana hours bi e wodi a obetimi ewu ana abra on the nsuo.
Okay, thank you very much. Like I said, make sure me kasa say ensuring the main thing before you do fish farming.
Okay.
So you should have water. So even if you have water in your system, but you should have backup water. So that in case of anything, you open the one in which the fishes are. When you see that it is about 3/4 of the water is gone, then you open the fresh water. You introduce the fresh water into the system. The fresh water will begin to wash away the dirty water. So you still open the outlet for the dirty water to go. So you open both sides, inlet and outlet, for at least 30 minutes, 40 minutes, so that the fresh water will be able to flush out the dirty water.
Okay.
Then you close the outlet, then the inlet will still be open for the fresh water to come in. That is the best way. So water is a key in fish farming.
Okay.
And you should have secondary source of water in case of an emergency. All
right. So with this, even this one too, even also matters. A calculation and consideration also matters over here because and yes, ufiti yana what be outlets and shooting na na fish in it that empty and sana ube gun so who frogum. Eti me we no so cry or calculation say they will see kana ubi we kakra na was a coca cra no be for na gun. All right. Eti ahafo ya so gusu a yetie yewura Martina or church e wodi enko school pa e wo fish farm minim say fish yan de ufa fichire ya akofo bebre ye bi enkofo bebre eye bi eti say we ye bi wo fichire ana say ofie mu ba bi fish pond bi mu a atin say we eye baby papa de bia ode wa fidi beto na watie fish yen ho nkyerɛkyerɛ te de be ya wo ye bia omunhu e ma wo mboka because net tilapia ba akobɔ de te wo koto emma no gum hwɛ wo mo a na edu baby na sɛ bibima omuwu a in fact wo be boka pa eti yanko ebra ho yanko to aso. Okay, question a ye bisa na sɛ fish a aya na ye de eduro fa na sɛ bia wo pese wo di eduro kum ana protect wo mo na eduro na abro so na bia emo na wu wa ebia wo hu se eduro na wo di gum na ema mmoa no wu ye e wo se saa aduane no enam no wo ma obi di ana yesi obi di.
Okay, thank you so much. It is good you know the cause of the death of the fish, but it is not advisable to eat a fish that is dead accidentally. Maybe it's because of the chemical. The chemical that he has eaten that led to the cause of the death of the fish. It is within the body of the fish. You, the eater, you might eat it. It might not cause an effect on you, but the accumulation of it, the small accumulation of it in your system, will also cause a harm. So fish that is not caught naturally, that you do not harvest it naturally, then it is something that, especially chemical, that has caused the death of that fish. It is not good for consumption.
Okay, as a fishery officer, and as a mo hwe enwene ho ne saa ne wanioma no mo no kwan ba nso ne be fa so a ye benya mo because obi wo a ono wo ye fish adwuma yi won hyeda mpo nim officer bi akra ono kra make us obi kra nim say ye wo officer bi kra ye wo anasa aban won kofuo bi a omo hyeda tere ne omo say bi a mo mboa wo mo wo saa kwan no so no wo me de no mo saa kam.
Okay, so I'm talking from Otumfuo
Osei,
fishery officer in Otumfuo.
Okay.
But we have fishery officers in all the districts. In all the districts in Ghana, at least if an officer will take care of 2 or 3 districts. Okay. So if you ask, you will get the fisheries officer. Before you start fish farming, you should look for the fisheries officer in your zone or in your district. He will take you through how you are supposed to start and how you even, sell your fish if you have a challenge. He can contact other people, other places to help you market your fish. So before you put anything as fish farm, you should contact the fisheries officer in your zone or your district. He will take you through every step you need. In fact, you need to get a permit to operate as a fish farm. He will take you through all the steps that you need to go through to establish your fish farm so that you will be in the safer side. And any teaching, any explanation, any directions you want concerning fish farming, he will always be there to assist you.
Okay. My main piece of follow-up question is so now na mono so say they say one officer to take at least 2 districts. Now district ba akokra no enye easy o na officer ba akope na 2 districts no nyina adenti kwiaye no nheda na ye ni hunu e wo Ghana enti na say mo nheda mfanhye sa na ba ko na ebe take 2 districts.
So that one, the officers in the fisheries sector, we are actually limited. We are not that much. So that is why the officers, and the condition in which we are as a country. So until the government is able to get some money and recruit more into the system so that we can at least maybe have a district having more than an officer. For now, this is what we have.
All right.
So all boils down to government decision as to how many people they can employ for now.
Okay. Even those that we have, we will just manage that. We will manage what we have for now. And thank you. So my next question is the economic benefit of this fishery farming in our country. Like how much is the country gaining from fish farming as at now?
Sure. As a country,
okay.
The country is gaining so much in fish farming because a lot of people, if you look at the marine sector, if you look at the marine sector, how much fish we are able to get, it provides if you look at 2022, fisheries sector was able to provide about 1.3 metric tons in 2022. And this goes a long way to augment the amount of fish that is imported into the country. And that it is helping so much to, help the protein need of the country because whatever we eat, we need protein. And this fish product, once we produce plus other meat sources that we are producing in the country, help in the development of human beings as far as protein need is concerned. So figures I will not be able to provide you figures. Okay. So exactly. Maybe next time when I come around, I'll give you figures concerning the importance of fish production in the country. But for now, I think the general thing I'll say is that it is doing so well, so good for the country.
Okay, concerning the first, let me go back to the question I asked you, whether why the officers are too limited, and I want to know, have you ever consulted the government concerning the officer, the few officers that you have? Say the more appeal government say eduman mo na moye enti say koso a mo na ebebo mudimpa enti no mo abisa aban say oh yes sectors here as someone neglect you ada na mo mfa bim begum na eduma no ntimi nkoso mo ni o ma di komo sa.
For sure, those questions are always there, but you see, government has a program for everything, and fish farming is something that is still coming in, or it has been there for a very long time, but people are not so much into it. So a lot of people are still going through training. A lot of people are still going through the processes that are involved in fish farming. And they have to take time to get into the system before they can be able to. They can't say because people want to go into it, they should just employ everybody to go into fish farming. I mean fish fish work. Okay. When you don't have the knowledge to also teach someone. So we need to take time, get people who have the knowledge to guide people through, so that when we are doing, we do it very well. And that is why government is taking its time. Sure, they'll prioritize things, but we have to also come. We cannot come in large numbers. So it is a step by step, and I'm sure at the appropriate time, we'll see all sectors, all districts also having workers like other areas to be able to teach our farmers so that they can do fish farming very well. So those questions are going on, and we have been asking government, and it is a step-by-step program that we are going to get there.
Okay, wasugusu awutie Martin oye fishery officer asinfo su na yetin nka na ya kan say mehwe video bi na efa fishing ho na mehwe Chinese China for crew na Chinese wo kwa mo faso ye omo yina anadwo nyina tem bia workers ye adwuma etisesi a 24-hour economy ebe unjidi se esese sabre na kamudi mu na si fom pa na nka mutimi nya mo portion from it.
Please come again.
Yes, I'm talking about the 24-hour economy now.
Oh, okay.
And talking of why you are saying you are limited and you don't have enough officers. And I made you say, see, I'm 24-hour economy number. I be a Jumanajo, any Aviani and Adrina. And I'm saying, Sabre, we move to Sabre when I wasn't coming to Munesi form. Now, we push forward the pan, I'm mutiminya, monsomo portion. At least the Munya factories, I can see you know, crowd Ghana, produce fishes in a large scale, including the individual ones. No, I don't think it's better crack akoko force Ibebre aba Ghana.
Sure. Thank you so much. I think you have just since government just started, and I think the 24-hour economy is going to see its light very soon in the country. And we are also having hope that since this project is coming, I mean the 24-hour economy is coming, we are also going to get maybe our portion as far as Fisheries Commission is concerned, so that maybe they will increase our numbers, so that we'll see how we can help these farmers to improve the economy of this country. So I'm very sure with the 24-hour economy, definitely Fisheries Commission is still going to get maybe some kind of increment in that aspect, so that we can help our farmers.
I mean, this is a question. Do we still import fish? Yenyi akoko force ni free ho. Ghana put the hoka kraka ye nwene wom. Okoye wo leg ahodo so kra wo around there no so ye timi eyi fishes wom. Na ponds fish farming so ebi mu ye bi. Nti ni nyina echi no Ghana eda so craft fish every outside bar na. Pay your momo office.
Sure, they still import fish actually because of our activities in the country. The fishes in even our natural waters are also, the productions are also dwindling, they are going down. So fish importation is still done. Fish importation is still done to augment the local production, because we are not producing much as a country, and even those that are in the natural water, because of our activities concerning our mining, a lot of fishes within the interlands are also, that comes to augment what we do. But we are praying that if we preach the gospel of aquaculture and we are able to go in much there and do the right thing, we can feed ourselves with that important fish again. For now, importation is still done because we have not gotten there that we can rely on our fishes that we caught in the country as well.
Okay, education no na ewo fom pa ma Ghana se nioma bi ikoso a na ye nhye da nya ehu education ni yie eno na ye me ka se me papa bi ye fish pond wo fi emo ni nyina wuye e ma oyi chichaye tilapia akese oyi che ma area mofo nyina be sesae because wan hu wan nya entitiye amfa ho eti de mpese me kire ne se mo betumi ana mo kwan bi aya mo fa so educating kronfo ana je se nipa na ba mo office de osika no se bia onipa na be ye farm na omra officer no ho mbeji nchichiremu ana mo a mo ko out eko ye nchichiremu bi ema nkronfo bi o areas bi ana.
Okay. So I can't talk about other regions and other districts.
Okay.
But me as an officer in Nasimfosu, we are lacking logistics as officers. We are lacking a lot of for official commission. We are lacking a whole lot of logistics. But one thing we take advantage of is we partner with the agric.
Okay.
The agric workers. So the AEs. Usually we have this program that they have farmers forum. So anytime they have the farmers forum, they go to one particular area to meet the farmers there, to talk to them, give them education. So we make sure we take advantage of that. We move with them whenever they are going to have the farmers forum. So we also give the idea to the farmers there, and we tell them what we do and how we do it. You can then invite us, so we'll come inside your place and do all the necessary things that we need to do for you to start the fish farming. So this is what we do in Nasimfosu. I'm sure other officers within other districts, they also have a way of meeting their farmers and then, giving them the education. So we move to the various districts, the various communities where we have the agric AEs. When they are organizing the farmers forum, so we also go and give the message to the farmers. Then there are days that we will tell them that maybe the market days in Nasimfosu, we sit in the office so that those who come from far to the market, they can come to the office to make the inquiries. But any other day we go out and then we try to meet our farmers and give them the education.
All right, thank you very much. Pacho Yenra Martin and Amotenika from Asimfosu onona omohwe enwene yen ho aha djubedi pa wa ben ewo papa. Na obedi answer na meja wa mo akono. Say oto mabunufo because me kasa first me ka say mabunu ye mpakua yo adwuma. Enti mpese nka odi afutuo bi ma mabunu na obi awie school ebi obi kra ko tech we wie yi edien na simple in his own way no obetimi aye bibi say e de enya ne daily bread. Okay.
Please come again in English so that I can get you very well.
Okay, I want you to advise the youth or the young ones who are coming up. People like nowadays youth, we don't have farming. We don't know any idea about farming and we don't even want to farm. So I want you to advise us what to do concerning fish farming. Can we do our own way, small way to survive?
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll take this opportunity to actually talk to my colleagues.
Okay.
And talk to my colleagues, youth.
All right.
You see, whatever you do on this earth, whatever money that you have, if you are hungry today, you cannot chew that money and be satisfied.
Okay.
You definitely need food to eat. Where will you get the food unless the farmer do something? So you can also start something on your own. You can start something small. Whatever you do, at least, if there's a fish, 4 months, your fish is ready. If there's crops, whatever crop you do, at least 3 months. Rice, maize, whatever, 3 months. Pepper, 3 months, at least you are getting something out of it. So it is a way to go that you should do something. Do not see farming as something that maybe your level of education you are not supposed to do or you can't do. Because whatever money you make, you will still need to go to that farmer to get whatever he produces to eat. And if you can do it yourself, you will eat from your farm, your garden, wherever that you have planted something. So farming is not somebody's work. It is our collective responsibility. It is everybody's duty to put up something. So farming, I say, it is the way to go.
Okay.
The whole of this country, if there's nothing you can do without eating. So everybody should see farming as the way of helping him or herself, not that he's looking for something else. So I'll advise my colleagues to take farming and agri and aquaculture seriously. You can get something to eat and you'll get something to sell to put some coins in your pocket. Thank you so much, and this is what I have for my colleagues.
Okay, thank you. Ajaku advert bi hotel say udi bie no na o ton bi. Oh, we be no now no na you Martin can you can get something to eat and you can get something to put inside your pocket. And say you better Martin as a pa of Sinfusu or fishy department and omona omohwe and semoni and uni yan pa into open kasi nyame unshira papa. Thank you and God bless you for giving us your much time to educate my viewers. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yura Martin na wote ne kano ye twa ho aba eba dede aka ebeto house.
Mmaa, since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products are available on Walmart.com and Shopify, or visit our website at chrismark.com.
Ghana's best kept culinary secret. Culture TV, Africa, from an African perspective.
Okay, yako ayaba ya try ho aba ye to adwumadi no so sabre we ye reporters a onwo abonten a what information ebre no aye ready yaka cho say hade ensem no ba bi ehye amna tokurum godogodogodo ye beyi e de abre enti ye reporter ba ko ewo asante mampon se si a o asante mampon se si a ye ne no betwetwe nkomo na de esi wo ho no na ode abre yen Okay, and see, yeah, try say, say, onya, bedru ye, see, yeah, trying kakra, na bibia to tomu, to tomu ya, na ye be kona any na kokasa, and chair na, or mampon hene, let us say, na enya a yikitu akra, and yako ye say, you know, at see a katane, chikra, it's you know, ya koba, ibidi sa, and home come on pepe, and see, yeah, basisia. Ye brother Justice Mafo aba afidi ahoma no so enti ye beko na watwi mu no trending issues and answer information bia no onfa emambe som ye Opening Justice.
Hello, opening
Yeah,
Godson.
yeah boko de
Enyango pa do nyame ba.
apa oh boy Juma
Enyango pa do
pa
me hoye pa.
okay
Na
na
hoye.
what nyame adom so
Me da se.
yeah na man point say
Ya da nyame ase.
man point this pa
Enyango pa do bibia boko. Bibia
okay
ai asante man pon de she kron.
all right my yes
Na mem me nye obere ni pi. Eye oba asante man temu hanu mo a. Ohempopra owo Eswatini. Eye Mswati otoso miensa. Waba asante mantam mu ha no mo na henkro kumase a oba anan akopie mahia na de edika kura no yes Excellency John Dramani Mahama na hoho bia de edema no ma okohia no wo Jubilee House ma mpanimfo so de akwankodwa som de ma no ne ade na eno na oye omo ne National House of Chiefs ya ahemfo wo Ghana mantam mu ha no mo omuhia na waje simpie ne apana o kasa na wo kyerem se traditional leaders ewo Africa ha na kasa no ade a omo mprempuntu mfa mo man na ankwa koye se eda bia ntokwa eno nti no mo mprempuntu na mfa mo man no na mo hwe kwana hodo a man no befa so a ebetum pon na se newsroom ayekrado a ombo first interview no emfa emaye wobra na Mswatini na o kan ensem no yentie bi ohempopra owo Swaziland
of Africa's ancient traditions handed down by our forebears. We have a duty to guide and protect these traditions because they define who we are and where we come from. Long before colonial boundaries divided us, African kings, chiefs, and traditional leadership governed with wisdom, ensuring order, justice, and preservation of our cultures. In Eswatini, this is not only cherished, but also enshrined in the Constitution under Chapter 14, providing for our traditional institutions. It affirms that chiefs are central to our governance system as they are appointed by the king and administer communities, resolve disputes, and safeguard our heritage. They are the foundation of our monarchy, ensuring the people's voices reach the throne while upholding the values of Ubuntu, unity, respect, and progress for all. We have harmonized tradition with modernity by preserving our cultural practices through national ceremonies that celebrate our identity. We pay tribute to the revered ceremonies of Ingwala, the Redance, the Lutango Bokano celebration. The chiefs under our Tingunda system of governance play an indispensable role in sustaining our identity as a Mswati. This is what we proudly term a monarchically democracy.
okay Mr. Justice
pra owo ho na no si ya na president of the National House of Chiefs oje awo ya ojebi otoso insia ono nso so jebre na ode tuudwa eno nti no se newsroom aya krado ombo interview tu no emfa ema ya wobra na president of the National House of Chiefs. Now,
today, this house is honored to welcome Your Majesty King Mswati III, head of state and monarch of the Kingdom of Eswatini, and your entourage. It is important to know that King Mswati III is not only a king, but also the head of state of Eswatini Kingdom. So we are not just welcoming a king to this guest house, but we are also welcoming a head of state of a sovereign nation. You welcome, Your Majesty. The National House of Chiefs, Your Royal Highness, the 1992 Republican Constitution of Ghana guarantees the institution of chieftaincy and its traditional councils, as established by customary law and usage. The Constitution also outlines the roles and functions of the National House of Chiefs and prohibits Parliament from enacting laws that could diminish the honor and dignity of chieftaincy. Unfortunately, our budget is controlled by the central government, even though we are independent. That is the only limitation. The National House of Chiefs has the power to advise on matters related to chieftaincy and to undertake research to support the institution. The National House of Chiefs has 80 members constituted by 5 chiefs each from the 16 regions of Ghana. The President of the House and his vice are elected a 4-year tenure. They may be re-elected after the expiry of the initial 4-year term, or they may even decide.
Nipa yɛte ne nkan yɛ ɔhempɔpra a ɔgye ɔhɔ ɔgya ɔgya President of the National House of Chiefs. Na ɔhempɔpra yi wabana nso hɔ a ɛna otu ne nan ɛde ba Asante Bantam na henkuro Kumase ɛnkanka manhyia de otu okuru ɛnso so ɛhosti no ɛna grand by course wɔ manhyia no na nya asɛm ketewa koraa ɛno akyi ɛmrada ɔmo ɛhosti dinner wɔ hɔ no mo ana ɛno nso so ɛnya agorɔ koraa na grand by no ase na Eswatini ɛyɛ ɔhempɔpra wɔ hɔ yi ɛhɔ nso so ɔgye brɛ ɛne Ghanafoɔ bi ɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ na ɛnkanka ɔmo Asante Mantam hɔ a ɛyɛ Ashanti region baabi Otumfuo de otu okuru rɛ na ɔbrɛ wɔn so ne tumi koduru biara wɔne ɔmo nso so ɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ na yɛnti bi interview 3 na yɛ krado a newsroom mo saa interview no ɛmfa ɛma yɛ.
We have is the celebration of our women through the Marula Festival, where women across the country deliver the Marula brood and a variety of gifts to Her Majesty the Indlovukazi in a song and dance. These events continue to grow each year as the number of Mswati participants is overwhelming and have become significant tourist attraction ceremonies. We have also witnessed how such celebrations are not only contributing to the preservation of our national identity, they present an indirect and critical economic benefit through tourism. This has an enormous potential to earn foreign revenue for the country. The number of tourists who come from far and wide to witness our cultural display is also growing each year. Each of our countries undoubtedly aspires to have a thriving economy that enables the government to address the needs of its citizens, including job creation, improved infrastructure, and high-quality service delivery, amongst others. In Eswatini, initiatives like the traditional Mahia attire project use naturally dyes and modern techniques to preserve our textiles, ensuring our culture remains relevant. We must continue such efforts, documenting our practices to safeguard them.
Okay.
Or him popro or
Yes.
Eswatini, Swaziland, and you're telling kind.
Hey, ɔhene saa ɔno so ɔnyɛ ketewa saa o. Hello, Justice.
It's a network. No?
Justice.
Yeah.
Emu yɛ kakra o. Yeah, network no. Ɛnhyɛ dɛ mmoa
Yeah,
yɛ.
Godson.
Na me kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ kakra.
Emu kakra. Yeah.
Okay. Ɔhene no wohwɛ na wahu. Like ɔnyɛ ɔhene kɛkɛ. According to state interviews, na kyerɛ sɛ ɔsan so kwa yɛ head of yɛbɛka nko yɛ head of state kora bi mu.
Saa pɛpɛɛpɛ. Ɔno obiara nkyɛn ni monyam no. President bi a ɛni hɔ ɔno ane president no.
Ɔno asayɛ ɔhene.
Asayɛ ɔhene wɔ hɔ. Nti ɔno deɛ.
According to isa ɔno obi a yɛwo no atipotama sɛ ɔgye akonnwa no firi ne fada nsam. Inherit firi ne fada hɔ. Etu ɔno ankasa no yɛwo no 1968.
Yeah.
Make us say 57 years anyway. Eti me hwa yewura Otumfuo kyɛn no peni sɛ yɛ company mu anka yewura Otumfuo kyɛn no mfie mu kakra na akonnwa no mekan bi article bi na ɔmo ka sɛ ɔno na akonnwa no sɛ deɛ sitie no ɛne yewura Otumfuo deɛ no asɛ ɛyɛ adekorɔ just sɛ ɔno no san yɛ head of state sɛ nka ebia yewura Otumfuo nka ɔno no yɛ ɔhene na nka ebia ɔno ane aban anka wɔsan di asanteman nyinaa so a aban biara ntumi ntafeɛ ɔn sɛ yɛwura deɛ nte saa ba ɔno no deɛ saa ne teɛ aside ne hene no ɔsan so kora ɔno ana ɛsa control wɔn ka governance mu a ɔno ana ɔsan yɛ biribiara. Hello. Okay, Justice call. And to say that I miss church mono, so papa ya can answer mono. Say open say who ne who some year pa dia na eno na make a kind of ya wono 1968 19th na ya wo sa papa etino I was say sa ya kasa bebu Switzerland country na nkasa Switzerland. But as in Chichemu, say the Ashanti high away, maybe a north, a yana side woho, maybe a gamanche, and so dear woho, now co voter, Togbe Monso de Hosana, acquire better no the end day. I don't know when you're to me be an no there with me control the area na ama sabri with me ababe jidinsa. Now see a country, Switzerland, Nankasa, a country. Omu ye middle incomes yebeka omu shada omu nye sika kakra at yebeka na say omu omu ye hono ho omu shada yes nti saa na akwa ye nti saa country Swaziland na ye ka ho asem no saa na ye omu no omu wo omu ye middle income countries ni bia nti se ye hwa omu no omu ayipa omu hwe so no omu education side omu do so pa omu yeah it's no I think say yewura me bra penny kwasi ba ko waba ye bedi nkomo pa akwaba. Okay, network. Anka eja o mute mic no wa mute no tinka bi mu kakra ma mene enko. Wa mute mic no.
Yeah, hello.
Per interviews ya habai ne nkomo a yedi nyina no ye ni nkomo ye hwe.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we then start interview. Yeah, reporters Ohene Swatini the third, Swati the third. Or no, yes, our in Popo Baba visit Otumfuo. Home come or at the same. And then I can walk or found.
Yo, Midasipi, a rich display of cultural identity,
Okay.
right? King Osha King, one of the kings are almost they stand out. Yet is a king, yet is a king. Then now I'm not for saying king, then I'm kuntain, yeah, and so sure even the way he dressed in the crowd now, which is a very he's very much in line with keeping the country, culture together. Osha the way Mmaa Mokrum Hosi dressing the idea, it shows that it's beautiful. And I feel Asante Hene, Asante Hene so a day culture Nishiano sa pepe. It's just beautiful. I was just awed. It's not to share. I watched as much of the videos as I could find. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, the unfortunate thing is that Mate some other commentary be going on about people trying to compare Asante Hene to King Mswati and things. Are useless? Are very, very unnecessary? They are not on the same pedestal. Why can't we focus on the positives? Why can't we focus on how beautiful it is? Why can't we focus on the fact say Ohene Pon et say King Mswati abano hu Otumfuo etron so say ye tron kese a obetimi ahye ne nyam a Otumfuo aton sa frɛ na waba matisa ono so to ne sa frɛ Otumfuo some time ago am Otumfuo so yeah. Why don't we focus on that? And we get people like Oketeche Frifa who wants to throw politics into everything. It's disgusting. The other times, so I'm saying there's a wound to me radio, so then one of those other radio stations. Obi so to honor I can't send me and no heno and then come off for here or more and I'm more heno worry do and a year again.
Now I worry do no hene so
worry do. Ya mamre no. Ya mamre no. What I say, it is a we need some misinformed people, not some mobile instead of focusing on the positives, no. On Betinasina said they are watering down the significance of such a beautiful occasion. It's very sad. They are more can no.
Me yana adeba ko ayem won say e wo Ghana ho ana Ghanaians ho say ade bie o mo pese o mo associate to politics. Ade bie emfa ho kura obechi mo anwan de abetale ho. We wu koye no sa na ayede.
And now, Otumfuo nankasa na oto ni safro hene na. Me sure say waye na adwene so adwene ho kototo. King Mswati.
Debi.
And I mean sure say King Mswati so waye na adwene so no so de ho kototo Otumfuo. What I mean, King Mswati the head of state. I'm mining in Asha na say. Ono no ye mining in Apenyin. Otumfuo ya Santifo.
Hene.
What I mean. But Ocean so as our head of state identity and more for number Shama. Answer no Nanka yen paying for a handful. Oh, until without going too much into that, no one so or him point so tune for actually for him point is a King Mswati. I'm also Abba. I'm yin say be fair say won't I meet you Swaziland for and I say Eswatini for a culture near one Santa for so there now also there are some similarities. And and when I was focusing on what we're trying to unite the whole African continent, not foolishness like trying to
say okay unite in America. On say and say African countries. Okay. Hello.
Me too.
Hello. Na America say okay united na America say on say and say Africa for nyina sorry pa so we Burkina soja a waji oman ne se wo hwa other countries na ya support Burkina nyina omu nyina adwene ne se Ghana anasa Africa yen unite enti dia papa ikra ba be ye wo ha kra no kra e kire nkabum so on enti se obi ti ba bi na osan pese oye nchichemu a sankofo no omonto omo ho fopa maybe say say wo de akase ya wo amanone anasa abrofu krom no. How do you see say African culture say koso na abrofo no wo a na omo hu ne say
Sasem no I'll say it to me can ye because culture, no, some of us, you're funny say your culture, you say, yes, sir. That's not culture, right? And let's not mistake culture for tourist attractions. Two different things. Your tourist attractions, some of our culture can be tourist elements, right? The way you see dressing, the way you see sharing, the way you see tourist elements, but there's more that. There's more to culture than that, right? Culture, no, over culture, it embodies the whole entire way of life of the people. Into share your politics, a part of our culture. Into a part of our culture. You're for any tourist attractions. What I say? We're tourists in Ghana. Maybe you can go and see the Chiefs Palace if you want. But to also be shown as a tourist attraction. And yet, that is part of our culture. Into the culture, let's not limit it to just the surface things to say that almost it's all well and good. But I'll say go beyond that to make our cultures more meaningful towards each other. Borders I draw across Africa. Now, draw it. And so called Burkina Faso are now Kana. Upper part of Ghana or lower part of the country. No culture ne yepe. Togo, any Volta region culture yepe. Cote d'Ivoire means my culture yepe. When I'm saying Africa, we're just one unit. I was say it me focus on. And normally a unity and now you focus on those and just step away from the divisive elements now. And now says about say culture and so let's be careful not to take ourselves so culture need a choice attraction. And when you say you best number of wash no more about no, there's much more to our culture than tourism.
Okay, and he said yeah canon African ankasano anke was see a kai humbo pa ansa ye to me akoyanim se pese akoyanim pa or say kai humbo enti se ohene yaba euro Otumfuo ho na ebia Togo Burkina ebia yifo ahemfo omuso onse na ya baako no muso ahyase se omu unite omu ho a atin se yebetimi aye bibi enti no ye to obi afo se mo aye mo ho se yi na kakra bia na mo penchichemu na comparison ni ade no munyai wa ma se obe comparison enye sa na wa be oba be unite o ka se ewura aba hoda eti ono so wo se ono so ba no show respect man che so ono so ba so what you say eti no enye eyibia. Okay, na ye di nkomo ene me sure say di nkomo fa fishery and aquaculture ho a ye ne yewura Martin kasa ye no so megiri se we say pa eti na ho ankomo didie no etesen ewo wo adwene mu no Ghana ye fish ne ye afo ye ho tesen.
Aquaculture well, like the man said, no, it's something that's not widespread, right? As our FANA maybe it's catching on or something. It's a part of agriculture. So it's something that I guess the government should take seriously, right? And then maybe our Muhia technical services now. It's employment. You send people over there to go and help people do that. Now, the Agric minister the other day, policies on day banner, some of it aligns with back in the day, near war, Operation Feed Yourself. Champion personal Operation Feed Yourself, where it was encouraging everybody to make a small garden in their back or something like that, right? These are some of the things that people can also do. You can have your own small little project in the back, and no ever boama, you better Titus name, geisha name, here cracker, no soka crack. And also the cocoa foods that you mentioned and all that,
Yeah,
I think it's definitely something that we should pay attention to.
Very good, because me farming, Adiama farming, Ghana for war, enye bibia say bibia ya hoden ene ye de physical strength na na ye ni equipment bia ni machinery sinka sida kwa abrofo no ye no eti no ama afekua ye na be ye denden amanipa tika ban so be boa nanka sector bi a farm say poultry farming ne sa fishery ne normal farming yem farm machinery kakra and attach na at least and dey bi enkoye ya hoɔden sa that is what I mean who say omo ya bitimi aboa pa especially 24-hour economy ya ebe omo nye factory nkokɔ factory ye wura waka omo dey asere no but people don't know what the man was talking about. It's a 24-hour economy be it is otimi bie poultry factory kesiye baako wɔ Ghana ha na ye adwuma shift anajo ye adwuma 24/7 a me nye sure say e be san akra akokɔ funu biem afiri amanohne aba yes sana mimi hu okay etino na me asem baako a anade baako a mani twa so bra na ohene na ba ewuro Otumfuo ho na asa bi a ewuro asa in fact me nhye da hu na asa sei but we mani je ho papa yes asa wo sa na mani je asa no ho papa ja asem kitu asa minim se hu ya okay. Yeah, Mr. Kwakuba, who said, oh, what want to know?
Kwesi, your family Kwesi Bako.
Yeah, Kwesi, yeah.
Kwakuba, me pet peeve. Me want mommy from Kwakuba, but Yankasa, your family Kwakuba, me pet, and I'm sure a lot of people can understand why. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, beautiful display of culture, like I said, you know, and Otumfuo or Hinibia, Sebano. Showcasing culture now on Fendi Agokra, and he's always on top of it, right? Like it's just really nice. It's just beautiful. Now, the other thing I can say, I mean, enough of this one. Let's move on. One quick one, and I have to go. But before I go, let me just make this one. Okay. Yeah. CJ Nasemno, right?
Yeah.
Amanfa Kambia, I don't think there's anything that I'm going to say that's new. But I just have to reiterate, say, the Chief Justice has shown clearly, said she's not fit to be Chief Justice.
Okay.
On your fit to be Chief Justice. Remember 3 reasons why. Number one, we're Chief Justice of the entire country. We're now here the head of the justice system, right? When it comes to the judiciary. We see Obia threatened. Wona so be threatened me a makwa call report sama police ama sem na ba bedu honom na menya justice no. Wo cry whine say Obia be threatened. You're telling me says Obi ever threatened me a I can't depend on you.
Yeah.
What I say, I really can't depend on you because wona I was say who defend the system no. When I down na who say Obi a threaten wo. Number 2, and you know crash will be threatened wo. Obi threaten wo, bring it out and let's see. And no chance say on your reliable person bit me find so on course of say or a Chief Justice. Number 2, the matter is in court. And like I said, I wanted you to get your answers from the expert. Me expert. I'm just giving you my opinion. The matter is in court. Layman's interpretation of the Constitution, they say, as some will court now who as the head of the judiciary system now, and the judicial system now, who na uja hanuma asema aba uja na who bad by muji. Meanwhile, some na kasa crowd charge the board. It's supposed to be secret. They say, by you coming out to explain matters within what should everybody say, oh, Assembly Crown, NA, but you're the Chief Justice. How can we, you know, depend on such a person? So on superintending over our justice system. what show clearly says she's not ready for the job. Number 3, what chair say among for airborne equity so MPP regional organizer no. What conference idea no.
Yeah.
This regional organizer, women's organizer. What conference idea no. How did she do that? What Aqua called aligning the whole with a certain tradition which is perpetually opposed to the P parenthesis NDC tradition, right?
Okay.
That brings you some sort of deja vu of some sort. 19 say over court. Now does that thing still affect you? And I say you are capable of detaching yourself from Saadiano to give justice, right? Say say do hall being now somebody was killed and it's connected to that. Nipani your relative. It's because of that, it's giving you some type of say let's move away from that. Let me add a fourth point also. So Chief Justice, no say your Mobi, your Bobby Kwe do not say court. Unim how intimidating the court is to the person. Court Dana Kasane see what no. Unim how intimidating it is to be a oko in Samano. What's your now? What's your wig now? What's your now? What is sad? Do you know how intimidating you are? To nipa na ojina ada kanimuno. Edu also there. Edu laws intimidating to you, so we should do something. It's nonsense. Ona miche.
Nese akwa semra no woni eche no ni di eche no because obi na otena adwam no.
Because akwa so who say or no you special or say or you searching into on TV that. But who so na wo koko leaky we say no. You can say case no. It's almost search you almost search it. Almost search because maybe you are hiding a recording device on you.
Yeah.
What I say? Almost search it. You are not different from the rest of the citizenry. And that's the problem with this woman and with some other people. Omufu say law no. It's no more there's a sacred cow idea. Maybe that thing should not be. So if we're going to live in a country, Ghana for me come with the tractor. Listen, the countries around us they are experiencing turmoil, coup d'etats and stuff like that. Ghana, we are lucky because who said who cool ni bida, you know what it's like. You know said it can go wrong. And they decide to say, the democracy na be right? And to say normal according to the law. We should back that government to do that. Rather than to mess with the law in such a way that citizens in the no more lose confidence in the system that is governing the whole country. No. If Ghanaians lose faith in the governing class, in the political class now, it's over. Because you try cool down until we are doing the what I say, Burkina Faso, why you cool? What's going to be the next one? So let's all back the government to do the right thing so that we all are citizens. They won't say we are living in a system. The law that governs me is the same law that governs the CJ. Not that she is different or she has some different set of law that she has to be governed by. But that's me.
Okay, but I was say na jumedi no ana yeguso no ano yedi nkomo bebre eti aha na ati se brebe ma yekwan na yede ene de no enso esi na se de me kan de bia ji akonwa na jebre na hwe se bono nan kose da na waba betena ofidi ho na wahwe radio culture na wasungu so awuti me name bra penny o UAC Texas na o studio A na me wa studio B na me tena mu ede ama me ankasara me bra ene want to me ama be di want me ama be dru ha enti ene me na me gina mu ede ama no jumadi enche na edesi say once yanka bi mu a edin no Godson Peter nyame adoma da se ne e be share e bi mu. Bye bye.